Number 1, The Witcher.
Bum, bum, bum.
Which, y'all seen them pictures?
Henry Cavill
Yeah.
never made platinum look so good.
I know the original photo, the teaser that they put out, the wig was kind of questionable looking, but now it looks pretty good. So
Yeah.
hopefully they listen to some folks.
And it's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I wonder, because I know the video game gets kind of graphic.
Oh, it gets beyond graphic. You can
Yeah.
kill a baby.
Yeah, but I mean like sexually and
yeah.
everything.
It's like-
I wonder if the series is going to go that far.
Has to.
It-
For it to be
I
like...
would think so. I would hope so.
For
Well,
it to be...
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Okay. For it to be true to series, and he has to poke somebody once.
Would you pull the mic a little closer?
Oh. Say it again?
No, I think you're
Okay.
fine. I just
Okay.
noticed that it was like further away.
We're
Oh
further-
my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But I
Poke
was
somebody like with his sword?
no, you dummy.
Like Facebook poke? What are we talking about?
Can you not? Like, we didn't have to take it that far.
I don't understand.
With this thing.
Hashtag dad jokes.
I was looking at what some people were saying on Twitter about it, that the game series is more... No, hold on. Let me hit that again.
That's what
That
she
the
said.
book series is more graphic than the game series. And so the show is supposed to be tied to the books, not
Oh.
the game.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I didn't know there was a book series. You mean, is it a comic book series or is it
No,
book
it's
series?
books.
Books.
Wow.
The first two are short story novellas. Is that what it's called? And then I think there's 5 more that are just novels.
Okay.
I tried to get them last night. So I don't know if any of y'all are like big book readers or anything, but I feel kind of bad because I don't want to pay for books, but I also feel bad not supporting the author because I want to be an author one day and I'll be like, why are these people ripping off my books? But EPUB, thank you so much for everything you've done for my life. But they weren't on EPUB, and the first 2 are $6.99 a piece. I mean, that's not bad for a book, but I can go to the library tomorrow and go get it for free. So why wouldn't I? But I didn't get to read it, but I read like the reviews of the first book or whatever, and they were pretty good. So I'm interested to read it. It's like very folklorish. Essentially, the character is a monster hunter, but along the way, he's finding out that people are the true monsters. It's like kind of like a Scooby-Doo-ish kind of thing.
Yeah, or it seems like in-game, or not in-game.
You okay there?
Game of Thrones is kind of like, there was another, I want to say maybe Game of Thrones, but there was another series where it was like the people are the real, The Walking Dead. The people are the real monsters. That's what it was that I was thinking about. So yeah, so that, which came first, the book?
Yes.
Or the book came before the
Yes.
game series?
Yeah.
Wow.
The game series is based on the book, but it's
really?
like kind of loosely based.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So I
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying the game series, this is one that I've been wanting to play, but because I love that type of RPG, like the fantasy series stuff, that's like my favorite kind because you give me some Dragon Age or some Skyrim or Elder Scrolls, unless it's MMO, I don't really like MMO stuff, but just like single RPG storyline and I will disappear.
Well, this has been a big deal in Europe for a long time. He's a Polish author.
Oh, really?
So this has been a big deal in Europe for a long time. Like we're just now catching on to what's going on, like by making this series. I'm interested to see or hear if any of y'all live in Europe. Are y'all offended that Americans decided to make this a Netflix series? Like, surely not.
It's fine.
I mean, I feel like it's fine, but
Netflix,
I might be a little upset. Like, hey, why can't I do it? You know,
Yeah.
like, what if somebody over there has been trying to do it for a long time?
Well, but Netflix does support a lot of international shows too.
But it's being filmed here, like
Yeah,
it's American actors. Which I mean,
Well,
we
no,
employ
Henry
enough
Cavill
British
is
actors.
British. Oh, we
You
just
didn't
broke
know he
her.
was British?
We broke her. Oh,
Really?
No. We just broke
It's like that was a big deal when he became Superman. And we still need to watch Immortal.
when he was really skinny and tiny.
Yeah, I've got it in 3D.
I didn't even recognize. I'm like, someone said, yeah, Henry Cavill was in Immortal. I was like, no, he wasn't. And I went back and was, oh my God, he was so little.
When he got cast as Superman, like I was like, I don't know about this dude. He looks like in the face, but I don't like, he looks the part, but how does he act? Like, is he decent? So I went and watched Immortals and I was like, yeah, I like this guy for Superman.
But
So that's why I was wanting to show it to Lydia.
the books of Witcher, I was waiting to say this. So the games are their own stories, and the
In case you didn't know, Tom Holland is also British.
I did know that
Okay.
he's also British.
Also British.
But I didn't know Henry Cavill had a longtime girlfriend that he's basically married to.
Why are you upset about that? Why
The
are you
books.
upset about that?
Have you seen him? And now he's British?
He's been. He's not just now British.
Now he's
Well, in my head he is now, and so he's on the list. Okay.
the books.
That's all right. Lauren Cohen's still on my list, so.
Anyway, keep going.
Don't know what I walked into.
He's like, this is so awkward.
The books.
Yes, the books.
They take place. Some of them take place before the first game. Some of them take place after the first game. Like, there's stories that take place outside of the games, and the games, like, they have some mentions of the books in like some of Geralt's past, like when he first became a Witcher and everything. But for the most part, they are separate but together.
Okay.
Have you read 'em?
So yeah,
I've
what
read
is the basic
parts.
premise of this character, of this story, of this world?
I already said it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Witcher's
very, very vaguely.
super vaguely. If I was explaining to somebody that didn't understand it at all, Witchers are basically medieval Jedi.
Okay.
They aren't
cool.
born; they're created.
Really?
You have to train, like, get to a certain point, become a Witcher, then they do a ritual that basically turns your eyes that yellowy cat eye looking thing. And Witchers are hired to kill monsters, but they're basically monsters themselves.
So
They're mercenary monsters that kill other bad monsters.
Okay. So when you say they're created, like they're
Like, there's a ritual that they have to do.
they're human. It's a human that
It's a
turns
human.
into a Witcher.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're not just like poof, there's a Witcher. Okay.
And there's not, by the time Geralt is like in his prime, there aren't that many Witchers left. Like the last Witcher that was created that was on his side. Oh crap, I can't remember the little girl's name. She was in Witcher 3. I'll have to look it up in a minute because I can't remember her name.
In Witcher 3, you can ride a unicorn too, though, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So there's that.
And kill griffins and all sorts of fun things.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm super down with this mythology. I just don't know a whole lot about it. But
Witchers always carry 2 swords. One sword is just a regular sword for killing people, if need be. And the other sword's a silver sword, because all monsters in that world are big.
they don't have guns, so or do they? No
They
guns.
have crossbow.
Okay.
but
Medieval.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in Final Fantasy, which is also getting a series, Final Fantasy, they have gun swords, which is
the most ridiculous and amazing
Yeah.
thing ever.
yeah,
But
like
yeah.
you can slice and shoot somebody at the same time. That is awesome.
Yes.
Boys. Oh my gosh, you can tell
But-
boys created these things.
But like,
Doesn't make sense, but it's
as-
cool.
but like on the level that Game of Thrones is dark, Game of Thrones is low fantasy. Witcher can be, and half the time is, equally, if it's not more dark, but it's high fantasy because like magic and monsters are rampant in this world. And there are so many things. Like there's a forest where there's literally like tree elves that are living in there, and it's just so much.
So just a quick synopsis of what is the difference between high fantasy and low fantasy is the amount of
Is the
fantastic beings in
yeah,
the world.
and the amount of like how much magic there is and how it's used. Like there was magic in Game of Thrones, but it wasn't you've seen it maybe like 3 times, and then
Yeah, it was kind of dying out.
Yeah, it seemed like it used to be a lot of magic, but now it's not, and everybody thinks it's not like all that real. In this world, literally, dude can walk up. I remember like first time I played The Witcher, I walked up to somebody and it gave me the option of like trick them. I'm like, trick them? I was like,
These
and I
aren't the droids
Jedi
you're
mind
looking
trick
for.
them. I smooth went, no, you're gonna run away, and they were like, okay, and they ran away, and I'm like, oh wow, like he can
Interesting.
use magic for anything, and it's
So he's a warlock.
pretty much
He's
kinda.
a monster hunting warlock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just had a nerdgasm there. Sorry.
But-
On the show.
and there's tons of dragons in Witcher, like a lot.
Cool.
So yeah,
Like big dragons, like Skyrim type, like big dragons.
like
Or
big
little
dragons, they're the size of your head, and they can topple a castle. Like smooth,
They're the size
begin-
of your head.
you're the size of their head.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a
No.
little powerful dragon.
You're the size of their head. Like at the beginning of Witcher 2, you like at the end of the little war scene that's going on there, you have to run away from a dragon, and it like flies in, blows through half the castle, and then it just starts.
Wow, like all Daenerys on it.
Pretty much.
Dracarys.
So,
Bum, bum, bum.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh, that I forgot. That was something I watched last night on YouTube. There's this channel called Robot Head, I think, and he did it was hilarious. He did a video. I don't even know how long it was because it was just so funny on how bad Game of Thrones season 8 was. And he's got a long intro, so it's kind of weird once you get past that. But once you get into it, dude is funny. So go check him out. Don't miss that. So yeah, also worth a mention, Sandman, Neil Gaiman, who is like the it guy right now because of Eternals, and he's an author, and he's got doesn't he also do what's that show right there, right behind you, his show on Stars,
Oh, American Gods?
American Gods. That's him too, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
And he's got the Amazon one. That's got
Boy? No.
No, the one where there's like an angel and demon and they gotta work together.
Good Omen.
Good Omen. Yeah, that's Neil Gaiman too. Like he's got a lot going on. But he is the author, I want to say, of Sandman. And their Netflix is also doing a series on them. On them, that series. Them comics. I don't know.
It's several different series, but it's Sandman.
This is one of those that I've heard because I love graphic novels. I don't really want to get into necessarily an ongoing series because I don't want to commit just forever an endless thing, which is why I don't do MMO. But like, you know, limited series, I'm down for. Like I've heard like Why the Last Man, Sandman, Preacher, like some of these iconic ones. Sandman is up there from what I understand.
Yes.
Have you read it? Do you know
I've read
a lot about it?
Some of it. I've had friends that are more into it than I am, but what I've read, that's just dark. It is.
I know Andrew posted about it, so maybe he knows about it.
It's he knows a lot more because he's heavier into it than I am, but it is definitely not for the faint of heart.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
So we'll see. Because originally there was supposed to be a movie that was supposed to be made, and Jason Gordon-Levitt was going to be Sandman.
Joseph.
There we go. Thank you. I do that all the time.
No, I was just making sure.
Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was going to be Sandman.
Really? Wow.
But
I don't see him playing in a lot of dark stuff like that.
It was supposed to come out in 2000 and they mentioned in 2013. It was supposed to come out in 2016, but he dropped out when someone got brought on for a screenwriter. I can't remember who. He dropped out when they got brought on. Then it kind of like went dormant, and now it's coming back out with the same people, just as a Netflix series.
Interesting. And Netflix. Well, Netflix sometimes is hit and miss because from what I understand, like, what was it, Death Note or maybe Full Metal Alchemist was just not good. Their adaptation.
Might be Full Metal, because I enjoyed Death Note.
Okay.
No, It was probably Death Note because no one was who they were supposed to kind of be. Full Metal was fun. And I also enjoyed Bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're putting a lot into this, and it's like I've seen where people are saying it's going to be the next Game of Thrones. So fingers crossed.
What are we talking about anymore?
Sandman.
Oh, not Sandman. I'm sorry. I was going back to The Witcher.
Oh, going back
My
to
bad.
Witcher? Okay.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. It's okay.
Too much. Too much.
Yeah. So we're done with number one, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Cool.